Hello everybody, I am Moldy West, and this is Everwind once again. In the last episode, I spent the entire time remodeling the ship, so now it looks a bit shippier. Could stand to look a little bit better, but it's a ship alright. And you cannot tell me otherwise. And now that we've got a ship that looks like an actual ship and not just a big old raft, it's finally time to go doing more adventures. And since it's narrower, we can set this thing down in narrower places. Like right there between those trees on this island. This island that we have not yet explored. I would know if we explored it before, because there would be a big old explored marker above it. But there's not. There is not a big old explored marker above it. This is where we're sitting down. This is where we're setting up camp. Not sure about setting up camp, I just know this is where we're landing. Excellent landing spot. This is where we want to be. I do want to learn how to make some goddamn wooden fences and give myself a guardrail. Could probably put some windows in this thing. It's a ship, and it does ship things. That's all that's important. And, well, yeah, making it look like a ship is also important. That too. That too is definitely important. Oh look, copper. You know, I never really appreciated how good the flags look in this game before. The way they flutter in the breeze. I mean, that looks like a realistic flag physics they got going right there. It's the little details that get you like that. Sometimes they go unnoticed. Sometimes you're like, holy shit, look at that detail they put in there. And then when you start feeling like you went and stuck your wiener in something that it doesn't belong in, then you're like, oops, I probably should have been paying more attention to where that was going instead of what the things was going on with the details and such. Can you not hide inside that capybara? I want to kill you, not him. There you go. Now, just hold still, you. I gotta weaken you so I can one-shot you with my daggers. There it is. Alright. Bedroll. Now, sack of food. Nah, don't need no food. Well, we might need food at some point, just... Actually, yeah, we could use some food. We are a little beaten up. But nothing that meat won't cure. The most effective bandage known to man. The flesh of another critter. Killed and cooked. And then crammed down into your gullet because it just belongs there. I just realized I forgot to put my crafting stations back down on my ship. I'ma go do that. I'ma go put my shit back on my ship instead of carrying it around in my pockets. Now, where did I leave my ship? That's where I left my ship. Repair station go here. And what did where's my there's my big stone chest that I forgot about, my smithing station. That can go here next to the repair boy. These stations are super important, and I will be needing them all at some point in the near future. I can promise you that. And as for the crafty station, let's have you here. Alright. Now it's looking cluttered and less nice than it was a second ago. But I gotta do what I can with the space that I got. And if I hadn't narrowed down the deck like I did, then I'd have more space to work with. But I wanted a narrower ship. Because long and narrow and you'll find a sparrow. Jack Sparrow. That's the rhyme. Don't you dare try to tell me that that's not how the rhyme goes. Well, you mean there is no rhyme? I'll tell you when there's a rhyme or not. And what I'm telling you right now is I killed the fuck out of them skeletons. And that's all that matters. Is dead bone boys. What's in the box? Hood. Money. Yeah, give me that money and that tin and paper. Don't need no paper. What's paper ever done for me? Just sat there being all tree pulp made into a fine little sheet that's good for writing on. I don't write. I don't grab pencils and put them to the page. Although if you was drawing something, hey, these look like they could make fine guardrails to put around the edge of my ship. Wooden barricade. Oh, they just turned into planks. Why am I carrying threadbare garb? That come out of a dude that I killed. It must have. Get out of my inventory, you stupid shirt. I don't need ya. Nobody needs ya. Now, if I could find the recipe for making fences or wooden barricades or something like that, then we could have those guardrails I've always dreamed of, and I won't ever have to worry about stepping off the ledge of my ship again, unless I'm determined to make an idiot out of myself. Okay, fragment rune corrosion. That is a thing I picked up. Boots, thread. Take of the thread, take of that repair kit, and you had a wooden helmet in there. Don't need no wooden helmets, though. What I need is to learn how to build something to serve as a guardrail around the upper deck of the ship. But, fuck me, am I right? And you ain't got nothing in this hole. It's just a hole full of water. A water hole. I just figured out how to make this ship look even shippier. And also give myself more deck space. It's called widening the ship. Like it starts narrow and then it gets wider as it goes up. Like a real ship. Makes it look more buoyant and float better in the water. Yes, this right down here is the lower floor. That's a bird. But bird don't matter. No, it does not. So what I'm gonna do is, right here, we'll build you out one block. Yes. And then, if I could just, I wanna, fine. The lack of guardrail will become my greatest tool for this one particular moment. Alright, there. Now, we can widen you a little bit more. Yes, that's using what little bit of brain I have left. I rotted it all away watching TV, playing video games and such. And we can also widen the inside a little bit. Like this. Yeah, there we go. Little more room, a little wider, a little more angular looking. I don't think they allow for, sloped edged blocks in this game. If they did, then we could make the outside, like slopey and look a bit better, but you get the idea. Or maybe you don't. Who am I to assume that you get the idea of what I'm talking about when even I don't know what I'm talking about half the time? But yeah, little more deck space. And, let's just go up here. That makes it a little easier. Yes. And now, yes, widening widey. You're looking very wide, my dear, and that's a good thing. And by wide, of course, I mean thick. Thick with 2 C's, of course. Yes, ship, yes. That's a wide-ass ship. Let me undo this. Yeah. A nice one pointed bow is what we really need. And yeah. Alright. Yes. Good. There. Fixed that little bit of mess. Okay. And now, if we were to do the same on the other side, which I'm gonna need more blocks to do, but fortunately, I've got my crafting station right here, so I can definitely make those blocks. And I know I got some wood. Turn those logs into planks. Turn those planks into blocks. There's them blocks. Give me all those blocks. Blockity block block, motherfucker. Block it on up. Yeah, that's better. And now, I could probably pick up this chest and then set it up here on this newly made shelf, which gives us a lot more room to walk around down here. Or does it need to be able to actually open? It might need to be able to actually open. Fuck. Here I thought I was being clever, but it turns out I was just being an idiot. Well, it's what I do best. I make a complete ass out of myself at every given opportunity, and there's not a damn thing anyone can do to stop me from doing that. I promise you, I am dumb. The measure of my stupidity cannot be measured by whatever things you're trying to say here. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. There we go. Now we're getting it. Why do I still have a stone shovel? I have got to throw that thing overboard. We'll get up in the sky and then we'll dump it over the edge of the ship. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm doing. And that's what I plan on spending my Saturday on. I don't really have a lot going on in life. I need stupid shit like that to bring me joy. My existence is a sad, stupid one. Okay, time to take a closer look at what I'm carrying around here and see what I can get rid of, like these stone blocks, and those bones, and these arrows, and some of these skulls. Hey, there's the windows. I knew I had some windows in here somewhere, so here's what I'm gonna do. Chop us open a window hole right here, baby. And you, sir, can go right here in that mushroom slot. And bam! Window! Now we can see what's going on out there. And yes, I am in the right spot. Let's keep it nice and symmetrical. Bam! Window! You know what? Let's make these double windows. That way, I use up all the windows I've got. And then we have even wider places with which to look out when we're down below deck. That seems like a good idea to me. Anyway, what else can I get rid of? Bedroll! Alright. Now it's looking slightly shippier than it was earlier. Our shippiness improves with each time I go making improvements that don't look completely stupid. And sometimes my improvements are bad, but, well, you get the idea. Except you don't. Why do I keep saying that? I don't know what the hell it is I'm talking about. I just know I got shit to go throwing out of my pockets. Like these rocks. I don't need them. I don't need any of this. All this shit be taking up inventory space. Nothing like polluting the waters with my random shit as I fly away without any sort of repercussions. That's the benefit of not having any environmental protection agency. We don't need none of that. Not in this world, we don't. Now, what's going on with this island right here? I noticed 3 of those engines don't seem to be having their propellers spinning. Probably just a glitch. Something minor. It doesn't need to actually spin to push us forward. It just needs to give us the effect, whether we actually... Okay, actually now I'm starting to think maybe it might need some more fuel. I'm also seeing now that I didn't keep my ship as symmetrical as I would like from the top-down view. Alright. Now here we go. Set her down. I got a little symmetricalizing that needs to be done. Yeah, I don't like having it like that, but it's gotta be done. It has to be done. Once we get the ship size upgrade again, then we should be able to make it better than that, but you know what? Speaking of ship size upgrade, do I have what I need for that? I need some planks, and I already made all my planks into fucking stuff, into blocks. So, yeah. But yeah, this is a much nicer design than I had earlier. We got room below deck, we got containers to use, and you know, I could do one of these. Yeah. Kinda angle it off a little more. Alright. And now you, mister, can go in that hole. Yeah. That's how we make a ship look kinda like a ship. And then you here, and we can put a block there. Alright, it's looking a bit nicer from the outside. That's right. That's right. And I think I might, and I did get a few planks out of busting those. Oh boy. Did I park you in a bad spot now I can't get back in? Okay, this side's fine. But, yeah, that may have just gotten us enough planks to do that. Hell yeah, buddy. Got what I was after from that. And now, yeah, we can expand this thing even further beyond. And just there. Nice. And if we chop this one off, yeah. I'm not really taking into account the damages I'm doing to my ship, but I'm angling it to look more like a regular ship. And that's all that counts. No matter how dumb I be, I can always be dumber. Well, alright. You look like a proper ship now. I think. At least in my eyes, you do. Beauty be in the eye of the beholder. And this beholder says, it's shippy enough. We got a nice shippy ship. And I also got a level up that I didn't go doing anything with just yet. Now, which of these skills was for, like, advanced weapon use? 'Cause pretty sure I saw that I was able to make an advanced weapon that I wasn't able to use, or something like that. Advanced armors. But I still gotta, like, put more points into stuff before I can actually use it, I think. Yeah, I can't unlock this until I get down to that tier. 1 points are missing to unlock the next tier. Recycling. Consuming arrows, no. Stealth, no. Oppression, Negative statuses last longer. Yeah, let's get that one. Okay, now we can grab shit out of this tier. Okay, I understand that. Gotta tier it up before you can get better tiers. What's going on in your tower, buddy? Any shit worth stealing? You know I always be in the market for stealing shit. And now, yep, get fucked, idiot. And I got your tattered foot wraps. That's fine. Okay, pyrite. Don't mind if I steal that. And your money. And you got all these blocks that I don't need. And I still got this damn stone shovel that I keep forgetting to get rid of, but not anymore. I took your shit and replaced it with a stone shovel. There. We'll call that an even trade, even though the things I took from you were probably worth more than what I gave you. That's business, baby. And that is a fence right there that I will use as a guardrail. Be super nice knowing how to make these damn things, but not finding any recipe. Don't need a functional axe. I'll just punch the damn thing and put up with this sound ringing in my ears. Okay, that's getting annoying. Who's over here trying to kill me? I just want to get back to my ship and repair my axe so I can take the rest of your fences. And you're just gurgling in my ears and swinging sticks at my head. Shame on you, skeleton. Ah, that's so much faster and less annoying than punching it with a broken axe. The main thing was the sound coming out of it, that clank, clank, clank sound. That really isn't necessary, but I get the need for that sort of feedback. I have played some less than good made games in my lifetime. Like, a while back, there's this game I did a video on for my other channel, a game called Defender. You fly around in a spaceship, and one of the biggest complaints I had with that game is, like, that sort of feedback not being there whenever you get hit. Like, you don't hear the sound of the shot pounding into the hull of your ship. All you get is, like, this computerized voice that you can barely hear saying, "Hull damaged." And it, like, you couldn't even hear it over the music. I didn't even know I was taking damage half the time until I was already dead. But that's neither here nor there. We ain't playing that game. We're playing a better game. I want your stairs. Damn, I only got planks, not the knowledge of making stairs. Alright, guardrail time. And right there. Alright. Now I don't have to worry about stepping over the edge of my ship like an idiot, like a big old dumbass stupid man. Because we've got fences that we didn't make ourselves because we don't know how to make them. I'd have preferred to make them, but the knowledge eludes me. The knowledge of simply nailing planks together in a sort of wall-like fashion. Oh no, we're out of fence! But we got some, and that's what really matters. We got some fence, might actually need to scoot the cockpit and the seat back a little bit if we're gonna be encompassing the entire perimeter with fence. So we'll do just that. Mr. Throne, you go here. Mr. Cockpit, you break so much faster than the throne do. And right there. Now we'll be able to line the whole thing with fences once we find enough fence with which to line the whole damn thing. And maybe we'll find those in the next episode, because I'm all out of time for this one. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.